Breakthrough to Destiny family. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Wanted to share a quick story and concept with you. This morning, I was speaking with a great friend, and he was sharing with me that when I first asked him, "Hey, how are you?" he hesitated, put his head down, and said, "Okay." And so I knew that he wasn't okay, right? You can imagine when someone shares that with you, they're not okay. He told me a story, quick story about how something hadn't gone right. He had been preparing for a home renovation next week, and the contractor had let him down. This contractor had today, just this morning, said, "Hey, I can't do the project." And that had really affected the timeline. That affected how he was arranging his life. And what he shared beyond that is that this was a pattern that he recognized in his life, that when things went wrong, he got very upset, and that getting upset led to him really lashing out at times at the person who would let him down. Sometimes that worked out. Sometimes when he would lash out, sometimes when he would push the person, really just express and give them all of his powerful, tough emotion, sometimes that would work out. That would lead to him getting what he wanted, and other times that wouldn't. And so as we think about that, this is something that happens a lot. There in our lives, things are not always going to go as planned, right or right, yes or yes. And so think about, as you're considering how your day, your week, your month is going, you might consider that as it relates to your life and things going wrong, your relationship with uncertainty, your ability to tolerate uncertainty in a healthy way, is really going to be related to the quality of your life. In other words, if you can shift, if when the stuff hits the fan, so to speak, when you can shift and really be your best self, even when things aren't going right, then would you agree that your quality of life is going to go up? Now, how do you do that? How do you enable yourself to do this? Because I promise you, when the stuff hits the fan for me, my first reaction is WTF. My first reaction is, damn it, right? I have emotion, right? Damn it, what just happened? What I've built are these muscles that allow me to shift from that energy. And the main tool that I've used to do that is the 5Y exercise. And if you remember the 5Y exercise, the 5Y exercise is based on a technique that is how to get to the root cause of a problem. I've designed this 5Y, I've interpreted it so that we can use it, so that I can use it, and we can use it in a way that allows us to get to the root cause of how we're feeling and how we can shift things to serve us. And so to give you an example, in this case, what I asked my friend is, well, how about we use a quick 5Y exercise around the situation? And so we asked the question of why 5 times in a row. Well, the first why, about why he felt just terrible about the situation, was that it had messed his timeline up, right? This really messes with my schedule. It messes with my timeline. And by the time we got down, well, why did messing with the timeline, why does that affect you? Why is that your story? Well, because when my schedule is off, then I don't know what to do. And we keep going down the 5Y exercise. We ask, well, why is that? And ultimately, the fifth why was that it increases his level of stress. That what happens is when things go wrong, ultimately he gets stressed out. So we needed to build that muscle of how to handle stress. We needed tactics around being better with stress. And so we talked about stress, and we talked about number one, just intellectually, that we have to understand that there's always going to be some level of uncertainty. If we always have some level of uncertainty, then how do we deal with it? Well, do a simple purpose, power, peace exercise. Do something that's going to shift. Now, it could be take a breath. It could be as simple as, let me take a breath. Let me breathe, number one. Number two, do a 5 why exercise. Why am I feeling this way? This emotion isn't serving me. Whenever something goes wrong, well, this emotion isn't serving me. Do a quick 5 why exercise. What else can you do? Something that gives you pleasure. Listen to some music, call a friend, take a coffee break. Do something to shift out of that emotion. How quickly can your emotions change? Fast, right? So give yourself time to shift out of the emotion of that thing that just went wrong, and allow yourself to move to a more empowering state, a more empowering emotion, and do something active to get yourself there. So I wanted to share with you this concept again, the 5 why concept. It's very valuable. It's been very valuable for me. I do a quick 5 why exercises every day as it relates to something. It allows me to shift my state, to shift my mood very quickly. It defines what the countermeasure is. I'm stressed out. Okay, I'm stressed out. What can I do to de-stress? Take a breath, listen to some music, get a cup of coffee, work out. That's another way to release stress. How can we do it rather than unload on the person who's created some stress for us? Hope that helps. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and look forward to catching up with you soon.